in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Tomlinson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clements. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Hale. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires left. He makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Tomlinson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's busted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking for a gap. It's Strong. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. And the Hurricanes are on the move. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hale. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clements. Ripping through the defense. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On target over the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. And as he throws, finds a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. after the run. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Canes are in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like... Gonna get the football, he's gonna be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. And that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Turning it on. Spin, still running. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. And he's into the open down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. That's caught. It's Tomlinson.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's busted. It's a seam block. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, NC State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. Across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Try to get it to the edge. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Clements. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rushes on him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clements. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State going up tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They try to get it outside on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Hale. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Got a man in the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that crow route.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Miami, 25, NC State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the single back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. He's past the 30, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Lost to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fakes to grab. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Working the middle, it's complete. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Caught behind the line. It's Tomlinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try to get outside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Pass to 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
On the ground, it's Richard. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that line.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Clements. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Got a man, it's Clements. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Richard.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Lanier. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And his first pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tomlinson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the well. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The give to the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. When you're in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they... for 6 more points. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
NC State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move, he fires. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss to the outside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on its way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Punt is in the air. He will signal for the fair catch and take it. Inside the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. Turning on the Jets. The 30. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look